Chief Guest, my worthy Vice Chancellors, distinguished international delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, welcome to 4th Rector's Conference. And obviously, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and experience on the topic Beyond Borders, Preparing Workforce for the Global Market. Last night, as Chairman EPSEP has truly highlighted the significance and importance of preparing global workforce and to tap on the opportunities available in the global market. First of all, I would like to highlight what is the gap and why there is a need that we should focus our attention towards this dilemma. As you all know, that we are living in the age of globalization, which presents many opportunities. But you know, we are going through a very tough economic crisis in Pakistan due to political instability and less opportunities available for our youth. So these economic conditions present a huge challenge for higher education sector, especially in terms of graduate employability. So what is the way forward? You know, although 63% population of youth is our dividend for Pakistan, and there is 0.8 million youth entering into labor force every year, which is very heartening to know. But the bitter truth and the reality is that 40% graduate unemployment is the most pressing concern we are facing as an education sector. And it is a serious question mark on the performance of higher education sector. So we seriously need to focus our attention towards this phenomena and to find the ways how we can deal with this pressing challenge of graduate unemployment. As you know, these economic crises present huge challenge, but if we look at the globalization, there are immense opportunities available. You know, Europe is going through a major dilemma of aging population, so this is where a true opportunity lies. This is just a brief profile of opportunities available in the global workforce, in the global market. There is over 2 million people will be required in Europe, and there is a need of 9 million IT professional and vocational jobs are available in Europe. And as you know, that Saudi Arabia is going through a massive transformation, and their groundbreaking multi-trillion project of NEOM will open up many opportunities, many employment opportunities for the youth. So this is just a brief profile. I'm sure there are so many opportunities out there in the rest of the world and different parts of the world. So we are facing, as an academic institute, we are facing graduate unemployment, but at the same time, the globalization is offering so many opportunities, and this is the brief profile. So what is the solution ahead of us, being head of the educational institutes? The solution is export of human capital if you want to bring socioeconomic prosperity in the country. Because I truly believe if we export human capital, it will bring many benefits. First of all, it will definitely increase the foreign remittance. We will become part of global workforce, and the graduate unemployment challenge can be effectively addressed, and there will be gradual increase in the GDP. And you know, when a student or a graduate goes abroad, their standard of living improved, not only for themselves, but for their family and for the society around them. So it creates a ripple effect in the economy. So I'm sure we have the solution. But how? But the question is how we can make this solution viable and workable for the academic institution and for the universities. To make this solution workable, there are certain responsibilities that our stakeholders should recognize to make that paradigm shift and to respond to the global workforce requirements. So we identified 3 major stakeholders. So the first stakeholder is obviously the government. what government can do. So government need to establish clear expectation of higher education about their role in the economic development. And they should design supportive policies to promote educational diplomacy and export of human capital. And what they can do, they can also mobilize the embassies around the world to gather data and share these data on the global workforce trends with the universities so that they can respond to the needs of the global market. And also, they should facilitate and support universities to develop their international campuses around the world. And obviously, there is a drastic need to bring some reforms in the visa policies to make that process very expedited for the international students who are coming into Pakistan or who are going to different parts of the world. So the second major stakeholder who can contribute to this agenda is Higher Education Commission. So what Higher Education Commission can do? So Higher Education Commission certainly can strengthen universities as an agent of workforce development, global workforce development, and they can design and implement very progressive internationalization strategies and the policies to encourage international mobility of the universities. And they can promote flexibility and autonomy of the universities so that they can open up their international campuses in the different parts of the world and to compete with the Indian universities in different parts of the world. And they can certainly facilitate universities to use data on labor market demand to support universities to design their courses and the programs that prepare students for the global market. And certainly, we expect that higher education should play the role of facilitation and should design a very lucrative reward and recognition system for the faculty and for the universities who are actually becoming the part of economic engine and who are making socioeconomic impact in the society. And the third important stakeholder is no doubt higher education institutions. So what we, being leader of higher education institution, can do, certainly we can design a global workforce strategies to capitalize on the opportunities around us due to globalization and to respond to the global workforce development agenda. And we need to design globally relevant curriculum so that we can produce students with the right knowledge, skills, and the language abilities to penetrate into the international market. And we should design global outreach program to enter into partnership and knowledge partnership and international collaboration. And above that, we as a head of academic institutes, we need to go beyond the mindset of competition. We need to promote the sense of collaboration and partnership among Pakistani universities to develop on the strengths of each other and help each other in different initiatives in different areas so that the higher education sector can grow. So having discussed what stakeholders should do and what is the role of different stakeholders if we really want to make that global workforce agenda successful. So here is the experience of Superior University. So now I would like to share my experience that what we are doing at Superior University to become part of global workforce development reforms and how we are moving from traditional HEI to the HEI that is well aligned with the global market needs. So we have taken few initiatives. But before that, as you all know, that Superior University is known for its very innovative program, which is 3U1M. 3 years in the university, 1 market intensive year, followed by 3 career streams: startup stream, scale-up stream, and design challenge. So this year, what we have done to respond to the global workforce development agenda, we offered We further advanced our 3U1M program, and this year we offered 1M with global experience, with the vision that if we really want to produce the leaders of tomorrow, innovators, or change agent, our students should have the opportunity to apply their academic learning in the international setting. So because as a university, we are mindful of our role, and I strongly believe that international experience should be a fundamental component of our education system to equip our student with the knowledge and skills that is needed in the global market. Because, you know, student with the international experience, we believe they build better communities, they think innovative solution of the problems, and they find creative ways due to diversity. So at Superior University, we are taking very aggressive approach towards internationalization, because this is also the part of our 5-year strategic plan, Soar to Roar. So at Superior University, under Workforce Development Strategy, we have taken 3 initiatives. So the first initiative is we established 5 launch pads across the globe: Direction Dubai, Direction Portugal, Direction Canada, Direction China, and Japan. So what we are offering to our 1M student, our 1M student now can either open their startup globally, or they can work for the organization in international market. So in Direction Dubai, we are offering approved KHT approved training programs, and we are also offering our student with international work experience preparation boot camp in order to ensure their employability. And we are also setting up different knowledge partnership with UAE employers to actually smoothen up the penetration of our graduate into the UAE market. And we are providing incubation facility to our startup and scale-up students. Similarly, in Portugal, we established our Institute of Entrepreneurship and Technology, and Direction Portugal will be facilitating students for the startup and tech visas for the Europe. And also, they are offering co-living bootcamp in IT and entrepreneurship with 1-year incubation facilities. Similarly, we have advanced in the planning process of Canada, Japan, and China. The land has been acquired and the team has been hired who is working to offer similar services in different launch pads. The second initiative, which we have taken in Superior University, we established our language center at Superior University, which is offering 7 languages to our students to meet the global workforce requirements: English, Turkish, German, Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, and Arabic. And the third most important initiative, as I highlighted before, and you have given the policy paper, which clearly highlights the need of health worker in US, UK, and UAE. So what we are doing to meet this requirement is we integrating the licensing requirement into our curriculum, especially for the medical and allied health sciences, so that they can be, their immigration can be smoothened up in different parts of the world, especially in US, UK, and UAE market. So these are the few initiatives we have taken at Superior University, and on this platform today, I would like to open all these initiatives to everyone. You can certainly, you are more than welcome to use the services of different launch pads which we have established across the world, and you can also use the services of our language center. If your students are interested to learn the language, you're more than welcome. So every initiative we have launched in Superior University, it is open to all of you. You can use it, and we can certainly facilitate you in this regard. But in the end, as you have all given the policy paper by Chairman APSEP, which highlights that how we can shape our universities to become a part of socio-economic growth. So what is the way forward for all of us? I'm sure we have a huge responsibility being leaders of the educational institution towards our youth and towards our economy. And especially we are accountable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for the parents who are trusting us with lots of hopes and dreams in their eyes for their kids' education, that their kids will be successful if they're going to your universities. So this is the time we need to join hands together for this agenda and to combat the challenge of graduate unemployment. I'm sure all the universities have the potential. All we need, how this change will come. The change will come only with the collective wisdom. We need to join our hands and work on this agenda, and I'm sure we have the potential to lift our economy from 10 billion to 100 billion foreign remittance in 5 years. All we need is start with the will and the commitment to the cause. If we are committed, so definitely we're going to achieve this agenda, and we will be part of economic prosperity, and together definitely we can achieve it. So thank you very much for your patience. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman Afsar, for giving me this opportunity.